Hello everybody, so today I'm going to show you all of the vitamins that I take, and I will briefly explain and talk about my vitamin regimen. Some of you may not know, but I believe I have anxiety, social anxiety. I have not been clinically diagnosed, but I believe I have it. I made a few videos talking about my social anxiety. I will leave the links down below if you want to check out those videos. So in those videos I explain about my social anxiety, and I think the last one that I made was in June, and I talked about some vitamins that I wanted to try out. I've had time to kind of take my vitamins, and so I feel like this is the right time to make this video. So first I will say this vitamin regimen works for me. It may not work for you, but this is just what works for me. And in the last video that I posted about anxiety, I listed a bunch of kind of like natural remedies for like anxiety. I've only tried one vitamin out of that natural remedies list. So let's get started. So after I have breakfast, I take this Raw One for Women vitamin, and this has all your vitamins and minerals and all that good stuff. But it also has a raw probiotic and enzyme blend. Now, this is really important if you think you are kind of like off balance, if you will. I've read a lot of articles and studies that say if your digestive system is out of whack, that affects the rest of your body. So a lot of times you have to kind of treat your digestive tract and your digestive system, because that is like the most important thing. So I take this that has a probiotic in it. You can take a probiotic kind of by itself, but I have a hard time remembering to take pills as it is. So it's really easy for me to take this and not worry about, oh, I have to take a probiotic, because it's already in here. And I really do think it helps balance out my system. And if you have seen my videos probably earlier this year, you would have noticed that I had like not terrible, but I had acne all over the place. And I've also read that acne is a side effect of what is happening inside your body. Again, if your body's out of whack, it's going to show on the outside. So I totally believe that this is helping my skin and my body and my digestive system. And I have no problems. I know some people may have problems like with a probiotic because it irritates their stomach and whatnot. This does not irritate my stomach at all. I have no problems taking this. I don't feel like nauseous after I take this. I don't have like stomach cramps or stomach pains. I have none of that. But I do take this on a full stomach. I take it right after I eat, if I can remember. So yeah, this is what I take in the morning. It's like this. A few years ago, I was totally against vitamins. I didn't take anything. No vitamins, no supplements. I didn't take anything. So I'm 25 now, and I really believe my body needs all these vitamins and minerals that I may not be getting through my diet. So I got a comment from somebody on one of my anxiety videos, and she made a comment that she takes fish oil. So I think she saw somewhere, I think on YouTube, that a man who had like chronic anxiety, he took fish oil, and apparently that has been helping. And so I figured, hey, why not at least try it, right? So there is kind of a backstory to this fish oil. I started taking it in August. It says to take 2 soft gels, and they are actually 1,000 milligrams each. I'm not sure how well you can see, but it says it's 1,000 milligrams each. So one night I decided to take it, and I think it was about an hour or so after I ate dinner. So I took these, and I just was not feeling right at all. And earlier the next morning, I was hugging the porcelain throne, if you know what I mean. So I was just nauseous and sick for 3 days straight. And I don't know if it had anything to do with the fish. So I don't know if it had anything to do with the fish oil or if it was just a coincidence and I just so happened to get the flu. I don't know. So I stopped taking it and I resumed about 2 weeks later. I started taking it, but I don't take the full amount. I only take 1 pill a day instead of 2 because dingy me, when I was in the store, I was just looking for fish oil and I wasn't even looking at like how many milligrams the pills were. So I picked up this one and I didn't even notice until after I took them the first time that they are 1,000 milligrams each. So now I'm just taking 1 a day. It's the fish oil Spectrum Essentials fish oil omega-3, and I have always read such great things about fish oil. The omega-3s, the omega-6s is so beneficial for your brain health. So I figured, hey, this can only help, right? I totally feel that this has been helping me. Again, I only take 1 pill a day. I could probably maybe separate the pills, like take 1 in the morning, 1 at night. But as of right now, I'm just taking 1 soft gel a day, and I take it right after lunch. At one point, I was taking it after dinner, but I feel like it has more benefits to me if I take it in the middle of the day than at night, because at night I'm sleeping. So here's what they look like. They're like a soft gel, and they're a bit big. I just have to, chug them down. And what's different about these is that you have to keep these in the refrigerator. So I keep these in the refrigerator, which kind of makes it a little harder to remember because they're not sitting on the counter mocking you. But I do try to remember every day after lunch to take 1 of these. And I totally believe that it's been helping because it even says on here it's for your brain, vision, and your heart health. And those are like, the 3 major things in your body that you need to function. You need your eyes, you need your heart, and you need your brain. Those are the 3 systems that kind of work together. So another supplement that I have been taking is this ashwagandha, that's how I say it, root. It's a root extract. Ashwagandha is famous as a rejuvenative tonic and adaptogen to help calm the mind, ease stress, worry, and support overall vitality and well-being. So I took this probably every day consecutively when I wasn't taking the fish oil. And so now I only take this on occasion. I don't feel the need to take it every day because I feel like I'm not really under stress or worry every day. Well, I am. I will tell you that I have taken this when I know I'm going to be like in a social situation or a, stress-inducing situation. I will take this. I went to a bridal shower early in September and I thought, hey, why not take this before I go? So I took this about like an hour or so before I had to go, and I felt so much better. I felt like, I don't have to stress. I didn't feel like the need to get up 1,000 times and pace and find something to eat. I just felt really at ease. Like I just sat there and just enjoyed everybody, even people who I didn't even know. I was having conversations with because social situations tend to stress me out. So I took this and it totally helped me. I was really calm and not all over the place like I usually am in social situations like that. So I really believe in this ashwagandha root. I went to a wedding in early October and I did not take the ashwagandha, partly because I forgot, but I still oh, I did notice I was very pacey. I say that because I can't really sit still. Maybe that's more like ADD, OCD. Like I've said, I got problems. So I was very pacey, but I was also making a point to interact with people and talk to people. So maybe that has a lot to do with this. I don't know. But I was still pacey and still, all over the place, but I was socializing, which is kind of out of my realm because I normally don't like try to strike up conversation with people. I was only conversating with people who I actually knew, not people who I didn't know, but that's just who I am. I don't like conversating with people who I don't know. Maybe just a little chit chat here and there, but nothing like too deep. Those are the supplements that I take. The two that I take on a daily basis are these two. And I occasionally take this, which I need to kind of make a point of taking this more often, like when I am stressed about school or worried about school or worried about the work situation. I just need to take this and help calm myself down. I think I really need to take this at night because at night, I'm sure you all are like this, that's when I start worrying. That's when I start thinking about things, is when I'm in bed trying to go to sleep and like, okay, hope this doesn't happen. Hope, you go through scenarios when you're trying to sleep. And so yeah, I probably needed to start taking this at night, like maybe an hour or 2 hours before I go to sleep. I also wanted to kind of briefly update about my anxiety, social anxiety. As I stated earlier in this video, I believe my anxiety has gotten a little better. So I went to a wedding earlier this month, like I've stated before. I have cousins who came from out of state and they wanted to go to a bar after the wedding. The wedding ended at 9. It was an early wedding. And they invited my sister. And I thought, hey, I really want to go. And that is so unlike me. That is not like me at all. There was a part of me that was saying, don't go, don't go, don't go. But there was another part of me that said, go, because you'll have a great time. And so I went and I had a margarita, which if you all don't know, I'm not a big drinker. I don't drink on the daily. I don't even drink kind of on special occasions either. I didn't even drink at the wedding that I was at, but I drank after the wedding. So one of my older cousins, who knows I don't go out, bought me some Fireball shots. And I didn't even know what they were because, as I've said, I don't drink. I'm not a drinker. I don't do that stuff. So he bought me these Fireball drinks, which is basically like, if you've ever had that like cinnamon bread bubble gum, it's like that, but in like liquor form. And so he buys the drink, and so me, my cousin, and my other cousin by marriage were all taking these shots, and it was hilarious. I even have a picture of it. I will probably put it in this video. Because it was hilarious, because I don't drink. I think that was my first shot that I've ever taken, and I'm 25, so you can tell I don't get out much. So I had a blast, and he actually ordered me another shot, and I'm like, no. I was feeling like really dizzy after my margarita and that shot. I was feeling really not myself. And it's probably because I was drinking kind of on an empty stomach. We did eat at the wedding, but by the time we had drinks, it was like 10:30, 11. So my dinner probably was already digested. So that was probably a mistake on my part. So my mom always says to have water with your drinks. And that's what I did. I had water with my drinks. I had 2 big things of water, but that was not helping me at all. So when I made my first anxiety video, I mentioned about like, I feel so weird pay for, my food or a meal if I go out with other people. And so I had to deal with that situation, and it actually went a lot smoother than I thought. And maybe because I was a little out of it, I don't know. I went to the bathroom because I had 2 things of water, so it was just going through me like crazy. And so I come back and they already have the check, and my sister was there, so she kind of helped me. She was like, okay, this is yours. Okay, this is yours. So I paid half of the meal, and she paid the other half because we split some wings. And so yeah, that was like really simple. And then there was a bunch of people with us as well, so they all just kind of chipped in their meal, and it went very smoothly. I was surprised. So for the most part, my anxiety is not gone. I can tell you it's not gone, because I still have, social anxiety and anxiety in general, but I feel like I have a handle on it. So I hope this video has helped with you all, and I also want to mention thank you all for sharing your stories. There are many of you that have shared your stories about anxiety to me, and many of you say that I'm an inspiration, and that is just a huge honor, because I don't feel like I'm an inspiration. So if I can help somebody deal with this situation, then that is awesome, because I hate to do it alone, but I know I'm not alone. I hope you all enjoyed this video and found it informative, and I hope this helped somebody. So thanks for watching. Bye.